We're going. No, it's my coffee. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is Port Renfrew. They don't have cell service here. And then one of these boats over here is going to take us across the river where we begin our adventure. Our 5-day, 5-night adventure. Wait, 4 nights?
4 nights.
4 nights. Adventure along the West Coast Trail. These are our packs. This is my brother. That's my mom. And this is my coffee. Alright, so trail starts there, and we follow it all the way to the end. And then that's not the end actually is on this side. And we follow it even farther. And there. 75 kilometers. There are some seagulls here, and hopefully they're the first of many amazing wildlife we run into on our West Coast Trail adventure. There's my dad. This is the boat. It's taking us across some river, the Gordon River.
We'll check, double check.
Yeah, it's not that exciting, but oh, now we're moving. Here's my mom. And this is us leaving Port Renfrew. And believe it or not, there's more cell reception on the trail than there is here.
Never seen again. That's right. That's what he's afraid of.
Turn around. So I don't know where we're going. This direction. Bird. Anyway, the West Coast Trail was originally used for logging, I think, but no, it wasn't. It was for saving lives. Boats would run up into the shore, and then people would die. So they made this trail, so when the boats hit the shore, they could just hike the trail up to Port Renfrew or Banfield, which is on the other side, and then not die. The reason that happened was because there was a shipwreck called the Valencia, and it took like 3 days to sink, but 120 people died. So, yeah. And now people just backpack it for funsies. 75 kilometers long. We're going to do it in 5 days because we're that awesome. It might take longer. We have an extra day if we need it. I don't think we will. We're starting at kilometer 75. We're counting down to 0. We could have gone the other way, but the hardest stuff is this first day here. We figured we'd just get her over with. That's how we're doing it. Kind of foggy and overcast today, but you know, it's Vancouver Island, so
We're kind of excited at first.
yeah, it's supposed to be like that. However, the lady on the news was saying that they haven't had rain yet this July, and it'll be the first month in recorded history that happens if it doesn't rain
Good on you for you guys for coming out.
all today or all tomorrow.
time off work. Nah, you'll look back on this. It was a great experience.
Yeah. All right, so it is 8:30, kilometer 75, day 1.
I hate you.
Let's begin.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Here's the first ladder of the trail. I don't know where we are, kilometers wise, probably like 100 meters. So, I don't know how far we've gone. It's been over a kilometer, maybe 1.2 or something. And we've only been hiking for about 30 minutes, but here's a bridge. Looks out onto the bay. You can't see it very well because of lights and stuff and fog. But yeah, and I'm sure my old man up here will tell us how far we've gone. Now he's taking a picture. How far have we gone, Dad?
I don't know, I'll tell you in a minute.
He'll tell us in a minute. That's Mark and Mom crossing the trail, the bridge. See, you'll notice these gaiters we got on our feet here to keep mud off our shins and stuff. I got a pair too, stylish red.
Fucking GPS just shut off.
Oh, and a GPS shut off. So now we have no idea how far we've gone.
Oh, just be quiet.
GPS not working yet?
These batteries, I should have replaced them. They're just garbage.
Alright, so we've got 1.26 and it's 8:50, so we've been hiking for 20 minutes. Making good time. But anyway, I gotta go down this, so I'm gonna put my camera away. Alright, so we're at 2.1 kilometers and it's 9:22, so we've been hiking for just under an hour. Oh, here comes Mark. And Mom's right behind him, I think. Yeah, there she is. We're halfway to Thrasher's Cove, which is the first campground. We probably won't camp there though, because
Probably we won't be camping there.
4 kilometers a day, it'll take us 20 days to do this. So we'll probably go a little bit faster than that. Alright, this is the first big ladder of our adventure. We're supposed to be one person at a time, but seeing as my dad just finished, I guess it's my turn. Let's give her a go. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna leave this recording, so if I fall down, that'll be really embarrassing. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, I'll do that. Mark will film. No, I don't trust Mark. I'll do it myself.
No.
This is some kind of
Dad, careful.
boy here.
Did you fall?
Oop. Okay, so this is trickier than I thought it would be with one hand. So you guys are getting a treat. And
Hey, limit to 5 guys on the ladder at a time.
we're done. This is my broski doing her. Oh, he's throwing spikes at me. Just gonna protect my face.
You might want to be careful with that, Mark. If you lose your pole, you'll be hiking down the hill to get it.
Alright, here's another ladder. This one's got a rope to help us get to the ladder. Fun stuff. How far have we gone, Dad?
2.7.
2.7?
Yep.
And I don't know what time it is. It's 9:50. So it's like an hour and 20 minutes. It's good timing.
It's not a very natural picture.
Here's Dad coming up the ladder. I'll back up so we can get off the ladder, I guess. Oh, we're at kilometer 73, which doesn't make sense because we've already gone more than 2 kilometers. Which means that our GPS is inaccurate. That's okay. Hey. Isn't the ladder up there? This one's going down. Just too bad. I don't think we need a ladder for this, but if they're gonna give us one, I might as well use it. Alright. We're in the middle of a bunch of ladders here, as it turns out. We go down this one, here, and then we go up that one. Because, you know, stuff. So, this is us just finishing crossing a bridge. Ran into some other hikers up there. They're on their way that direction, towards the, you know, the way we came from. Yeah, still can't see the ocean. Well, you can, but not on the camera. So that's an old telegraph wire, because previous to being used as a life-saving trail, there was a telegraph wire that ran up along the coast from Victoria to whatever places at the other end of Vancouver Island, Nanaimo. Yeah, I just went for my brother. He's doing something to his foot. There's a tree. It's growing on a rock. Rebel. So, this is a donkey engine, they call it. I don't know what that means or why they call it that. But, let's get a closer look. Cool stuff. Not quite sure how far we've gone, but I'll find out. Don't you all know? Here's the other side of the donkey engine. We are at kilometer 72. Almost exactly. So we've gone 3 kilometers, which means we have 15 more to go today.
It's an Empire donkey engine, not just any donkey engine.
There's some scenery.
We have 14 to go. I thought we were doing 17 on the first day. See you.
17, 18. At this point it's... Alright, so we're at about kilometers, 71 and a half. Another big ladder and a bridge. Coming up here is going to be the highest point on the trail. So says my map. Which will be nice because I'm tired of going up. I guess we got to go up a ways though, because we just came down a ways. Actually, we just passed a creek. Across it here. I can show you what it is on my map. That was... Actually, it doesn't got a name. But, that was the highest point of the trail then. So...
Where are we?
We're on our way.
Good to know.
No, there's still some more uphill right there.
Anywho. So we're just past kilometer 71. Some kind of tree tunnel we got to go through. It's really tough with our ginormous packs, but Mark handled it pretty easily. This ain't his first rodeo. Now he's in the way of the shot. Maybe it is his first rodeo. And Mom's somewhere back there.
I'm thinking of every time he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. It's like, you got in a huge fight with me about me.
Alright, so we are at the junction for Thrasher's Cove
Stevens Gulch.
and Campers Bay. We're gonna have lunch here, and then we're gonna carry on to Campers Bay. And that's that. We're at kilometer 70. Hiking for 3.5 hours. It's a pretty bad time.
Actually, that's not bad for that kind of terrain.
Pick up the marigold juice and let's get at it.
They're not that far behind us.
Alright, this is lunch day 1. I got some beef jerky, some cheese, Cliff Bar,
No, that way? No.
and a granola bar.
You go down here, you just gotta...
And that's actually what I have lunch for every other day, because I'm unoriginal. So, first wildlife that's not a seagull. It's a snail. There's his shell. There's his slug-like body.
The green one's been on the road. before.
Alright, so this is the trail that we hike on. It doesn't look that bad right now, but most of the time it's really shitty and hard to walk on. Which is probably why we have the worst moving average of our lives right now. Here, check out this trail. We gotta get up on that log there, and that's the gap we gotta jump over. I'm gonna do this without a camera, because I don't think I can do it with a camera. Alright, let's give it a go. So, we're at about 1.68 km. There's our pathway up there. It's a weird bridge thing. That's what I came down. It sucked. I don't know where my family is. They're somewhere back there. Mom's having a rough time. Looks like a pathway there, but I know it's not because that doesn't make sense. Oh, there's some people. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on. Maybe I'll let you guys see what it's like to walk across this weird log thing. This is actually, the logs aren't that bad, you know. Falling off would suck, but it's relatively flat. And the ground is even-ish. So when you're walking on these roots that are coming up here that suck, this stuff ain't that bad, but it gets pretty shitty sometimes. But the worst is behind us. It all gets easier from here. Still tricky stuff, they're saying, until Walbren, which is like day 2, maybe day 3 at the rate we're going. Hope not. I'd like to do this in 5 days, but my mom wants to get evacuated out. But she's joking. There's no way. She's carrying a quarter of our supplies, so if she doesn't make it, we all die. The sun's out, it's shining. It's a nice day. Which is good. So there's 2 trails we could have took. We could have took the beach trail, or this forest trail we're taking. The beach trail has us walking on these boulders and stuff, which I think would have sucked more than these roots and things. But who knows. We do get to walk along the ocean eventually, going this way, which will be nice, but not till another day. Alright, we're past kilometer 67. This is the bridge I gotta take to cross this creek. I think this is the 100-yard creek or something like that. I don't know for sure though. That's the bridge. It's seen better days, but I'll figure my way over it. And yeah. Alright. We're past kilometer 66. We can see the ocean. Fortunately, you guys can't. There's a beach down there. We're getting close to it. And we've been walking on these boardwalks for the last, like, I don't know, long time. At least 3 kilometers. The other guys are just back there. I'll be right up. Alright, so we've already passed kilometer 64 and we're making our way toward Campers Bay, which is at kilometer 62, where we're gonna stop and eat some supper and then decide if we want to trudge along another 4 kilometers and camp at Cribs Creek, or no, Coolite Creek. We've been going for 11 kilometers right now, which is really nothing. Just, it sounds like nothing, but this terrain sucks. I fell down once, hurt myself, but that's okay. Yeah, see, although the trend's gotten a lot better. Before we had to go up and down and stuff and things. That's okay. Whoa, so this is like the longest ladder ever. But we're going down it. And the creek's just over there. Campers Creek. Probably 500 meters, not even. And then we gotta eat some supper. Right, this is our water pump. Pumps water out of the creek, filters it so I don't get some kind of shitting disease. And yeah, that's how it works. Oh, and we're at Campers Creek. This is Campers Creek. We're gonna eat supper here and then probably move on. Alright, that's our water that I filled up for us. This is our stove. I don't know what Dad's doing. I think he's boiling more water so we can cook some food. That's my lunch bag over there. 4 more lunches. And that's about everything for us. Alright, so recap of the trail. We started here at the Gordon River Trailhead, kilometer 75. And we hiked. We stopped there for lunch at the 70-kilometer mark. And then we kept hiking. Hiked down there. Hiked.
What's our average for hiking?
And here we are at Camper Creek.
No idea.
We crossed the creek. We're at that little lower red dot there, right? Oop, too blurry, back up.
Well,
Anyway, and then we're hoping to go another 4 kilometers and get here and camp there. But we'll see. Supper right now, then we'll figure it out later. And this is supper for day 1. It's lasagna. Yeah, it's looking good, doesn't it? Tell you how it tastes.
Not in civilization.
Oop, don't fall.
He doesn't see the hilt anywhere.
We don't like.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, so we're past kilometer 61 on our way to Coal Lake Creek. Just left Campers. There's Mark. He, yeah, because Campers would have been a nice campground to stay at, but we wouldn't have been able to do it in 5 days. And when everybody doubted we could do it in 5 days, we're going to show them up.
We can give ourselves a little bit.
So this is ladder set 26. There's 38 of them all together. And so that means we've done about a third of them. We've got 25 left now for the rest of the trail, which is pretty cool. We're coming up to Sandstone Creek here. That's the bridge to cross it. And then probably only got like 500 meters until we get to kilometer 58, which is about where our campground is for tonight. Which will be nice because we've already been on the trail for like 11 and a half hours. We've gone like 16 kilometers, but that's okay. All in all, it'll make our day 17. My camera.
I think you're hearing voices again.
Anyway, that's my brother.
They sent him to the hospital when he was 5 because he kept hearing voices.
So here we are, Crib's campground. There are tents. It's pretty dark, so you're not going to see much, but we're going to make some kind of dessert later, and it's going to be delicious.